Hi, son.
Say, have you got 5 ones for a 5?
5 ones for a 5? I might have. Let me see here. Here's 1.
Swell, I'll take 1 now, and you can give me the rest when I get the 5.
What kind of a maneuver was that?
I need the dollar.
You need the dollar?
Yeah.
You just got your allowance yesterday. What'd you do with it?
Well, I lent it to a guy, and now I'm broke.
You lent it to a guy?
Yeah.
What are you running, a junior HFC or something? What do you mean you lent it to a guy? To who?
Paul Mathis. He needed it right away.
What do you need it for?
He's building an intercontinental ballistic missile.
I thought it was for something silly. Look, if Paul Mathis needs extra money, why can't he get it from his father?
Oh, he just can't.
Why not?
His father's no pushover.
Wait a minute.
I didn't mean that crack the way it sounded.
I know the way you meant it. Need money? See your friendly neighborhood pushover. Under the sign of the curved beak. It's not funny. Not funny at all. Give me my dollar back. You know, you're getting very spoiled.
I'm spoiled because I'm generous.
Not being generous, that's childish. Throwing money away like that foolishly. You do it because you don't appreciate the value of the dollar. That's because you don't have to earn it yourself. When I was your age, I had to earn it, buddy. I was no baby. I was a man.
Well, things have changed since you were young. They aren't putting out 10-year-old men anymore.
No, but they're putting out 10-year-old wise guys.
Before I get into trouble, can I go?
Russ, I'm really surprised at you. Honest. Don't you want to earn your father's respect?
Sure I do.
You really mean that?
Yes.
Well, then stop acting like a baby.
I'm not acting like a baby.
Well, I say you are.
What makes you say that?
Sit down, sit down. Now, look, boy. When I was your age, I was out earning a living for myself, practically. I mean, I worked a lot. I was shining shoes and washing windows and hustling newspapers on a cold, windy street and bringing the money home, not throwing it away like a silly little baby.
I could do that.
Yeah, well, the day you could do that, buddy, I would admit you're a man and not a baby.
All right, I'll make you admit I'm not a baby. I'll show you.
Where you going?
I'm gonna get a job selling newspapers like you did.
What? You think I'd let my little boy stand out on a cold, windy street?
Golly, Daddy, you tell me I'm a baby because I don't earn my own money. Then when I want to be a man and do it, you tell me I can't because I'm a baby. I can't win.
Russ, things are different now. Your childhood is a lot different than mine was. I had to work. I had to be tough. You're just a kid. While you stood out on a windy street corner, you could get blown away.
I would not.
Well, we're not going to have a chance to find out.
I'll show you whether or not I'm a baby. From now on, I'm earning my own money.
Russ, let's cut it out, huh? You wanted $1? Here. Here, I'll give you 2. Have 2 missiles made. There's a comic been stealing my material. I want to send him one for his birthday. Here.
It's all the same to you, sir. I'd rather not take it.
Russ, you're making a big thing out of nothing. I assure you, it's not that important.
Maybe not to you, but it is to me. If it's the last thing I ever do, I'm going to make you admit that I'm not a baby.
What you doing, Rusty?
I'll make him admit I'm not a baby. Don't bother me, kid. I'm busy looking for a job.
I need a job, too.
What for? You're a little girl. You don't have to grow up to be a man. Now be quiet while I look. Here's one. Field personnel manager. Salary $15,000 a year. Must have previous experience with large corporation, master's degree in psychology, over 35 years of age, and drive car. Well, that lets me out. Daddy won't let me have the car. See what else I've got.
Yeah, let's.
Here's something. I am no longer responsible for the debts of my wife, Rebecca, who has left my bed and board. I don't say what the salary is. Well,
Maybe the job is taken.
maybe so. Hey, bank clerk. must be steady family man. I'm steady and I come from a family. Previous experience necessary. How do you like that? Every one of them say the same thing. Previous experience necessary. You can't get a job without having previous experience, and you can't get previous experience without having a job. Sheesh. Hey, I have an idea. I don't know why I didn't think of this before.
Think of what?
The bulletin board at the supermarket. I'll make Daddy admit I'm a man.
Hand me the paper, Rusty.
What for?
I want to find a job and show Daddy I'm a man, too.
Kids, sometimes you wonder where they get it.
Oh, I forgot something.
What'd you forget?
I can't read.
Hello? Yes? Mr. Williams? Just a moment, please. Danny!
Yeah?
It's for you.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Oh.
Hi. Huh? Yes, it's Mr. Williams. You have a job for me. Why don't you call my agent? Wait a minute. What's that? No, I didn't put my name up on the bulletin board in the supermarket. No. Look, buddy, you got the wrong Williams, I'm afraid. No. Bye. How do you like that? Guy just offered me a job carrying out trash cans from an apartment building.
Why didn't you take it, darling? We could use the money.
2 to 1, one of my practical joker friends is having himself a ball.
Did I get any phone calls?
You didn't, darling.
Oh, well, if I do, let me know. I'm expecting some important job offers.
I think the mystery is solved. Did you, by any chance, put your name up in the supermarket bulletin board?
Yeah, that's why I'm expecting the offers.
I think there was a call for you, Rusty. You should have told us.
Yeah, I told a fellow he had the wrong Williams.
You told him it was the wrong Williams?
Yeah?
Oh, gee whiz, Daddy, it might have been a swell job.
Yes, it was a big opportunity in the sanitation field.
Oh, neat.
Carrying out trash cans from an apartment building.
Well, that's not bad for a starter.
Have you ever seen the size of a trash can in an apartment building?
Yeah, like so.
How can a 70-pound kid carry an 80-pound trash can? All I need is a curly-haired, muscle-bound kid on my hand.
Did you tell them you were just a little boy? What did you put in the ad?
Oh, the usual young man available for honest work, will do anything.
I don't suppose it occurred to you to state in your ad that this young, available man was only 10 years old.
Oh, sure, it occurred to me.
Well, why didn't you state it?
Well, how's a fella gonna get honest work if he doesn't fib a little?
Rusty, you don't have to go to work. You're just a little boy.
Kathy, I don't get it. When Daddy was my age, he was a man. When I'm my age, I'm just a little boy.
Well, I was different.
How different? Did you have a mustache or something?
No, but I had common sense. I didn't go around putting my name on supermarket bulletin boards without consulting my parents, and that proves you're still a baby.
I am not a baby.
Don't raise your voice to me, and I've heard all I want to hear about this situation.
Is Rusty going to get a spanking?
He's not going to get a spanking.
Gee, nothing ever happens around this house.
Daddy, will you give me a chance to grow up?
Oh, Russ, for heaven's sake.
You said yourself that...
I know what I said myself, but you don't have to take me literally.
Well, how am I going to make you admit that I'm not a baby if you won't give me a chance?
Oh, honey, I'm sure when the right kind of a thing comes along, Daddy will let you do it.
Kathy, you can do without...
I'll get that.
Never mind. Hello? Yes, this is Mr. Williams. No, I did not put an ad in the supermarket bulletin board. My son. Yeah. Well, no, I think he's changed his mind about working.
Oh, Daddy, give me a chance.
Hold it a second, will you? Oh, Russ. Look, you understand he's just a little boy. He's only 10 years old. Oh. Well, hold it a second. It's not an easy job. They need a boy at the supermarket to help the customers carry out the packages.
I can do it easy, honest, Daddy.
Okay, he'll take the job. All right. Thank you.
Oh, Daddy, you're gonna let me.
Well, since it's so very important for you to prove that you're a man, I guess I gotta give you a chance.
Thanks, Daddy.
I'll tell you what else I'll do. I will match every cent you earn.
In other words, if I earn $2, you'll give me $2 more?
Correct.
Well, how do you like that, Kathy? I haven't even started working, and already my salary's been doubled.
Mr.
Williams, allow me to congratulate you.
Honey, I guess there comes a point in your life when you gotta recognize your son is growing up.
Time you had the courage to let your son do something for himself.
You're absolutely right, sweetheart. Absolutely right. See you later.
Where are you going?
You don't think I'm gonna let my son tackle his first job without his father's help, do you?
Hello, sweetheart. What's the matter? Lost your job, huh?
Well, you should have seen the size of the packages they expected that poor little kid to carry.
I could have handled them easy. They weren't heavy.
Weren't heavy. How about that last one? Holy Toledo, boy, it hit that sidewalk like a half a crate of eggs.
Dear, was anything broken?
I'll say. Half a crate of eggs. And they fired me.
Don't blame yourself. You are kind of small to carry such a big package.
Yeah, but I'm not the one who dropped it.
It was heavy.
To shine shoes. This time, Daddy won't have a chance to interfere. He won't know where I am.
What if he finds out?
He won't unless you tell him. So you gotta promise to keep your mouth shut.
I promise.
Raise your right hand and put your left hand on your heart. Just the other way around. Now repeat after me. I will not tell a soul where Rusty is.
I will not tell a soul where Rusty is.
If I tell, may I be struck with the curse of the bongo bongo.
If I tell, may I be struck with the curse of the bongo bongo.
Girl. Now remember, that's a sacred oath.
Rusty!
I remember.
Russ! Linda? Where's Rusty?
Down at the corner, shining shoes.
What?
Daddy? What's the curse of the bongo bongo?
The curse of the bongo bongo?
Yeah, I ain't gonna get it.
You are?
Yeah, when I get, I'll give you some, too.
Well, very much. That's very sweet of you, dear. Now, what's this about Rusty shining shoes?
Took your shoebox to earn money. This time we won't have a chance to stop him, because you don't know where he is.
What's this all about?
Rusty's down in the corner shining shoes.
How did you know?
A little bongo bongo told me. I gotta go drag that kid off the street.
Why?
Why? What kind of a question is that?
Oh, honey, all Rusty's trying to do is earn some money by himself with no help. Is that so terrible?
Yeah, it's so terrible. Look, I didn't mind him doing little odd jobs, but honey, working the street, it's dangerous. He doesn't know what the street is like, dear. Neither do you, but I do. It's not safe. Why, it's a jungle.
Daddy? Is Rusty gonna be eaten by a tiger?
No, darling, it's not that kind of a jungle. Your daddy's just being a little dramatic.
Dramatic, huh? Ever seen those shoe shine kids? You know, they're not just playing games. They're out there earning a living. And they fight for every nickel that they can earn, those kids. With them, it's dog eat dog.
Daddy, is Rusty gonna be eaten by a dog?
Rusty's not going to be eaten by anything. I'm going to go get him right now.
Now, honey, wait a minute. Think it over. You'll be doing something you're sorry for. You know what a mess you made out of things at the supermarket.
Honey, that was different. I know about those kids that work the streets because I was one of them.
And therein lies the trouble.
What?
Oh, darling, I know you want to help Rusty, but you're just confusing him. You say one thing and do another. You've drummed it into his head, I don't know how many times, that when you were his age, you earned your own money. So when he wants to do the same thing, you won't let him. Why?
Well, he's different. He's my son.
Oh.
Well, don't tell me you're not worried about him being out in the street at night.
Of course I'm worried, but I'm much more worried about a bigger problem. You're destroying his self-confidence. If you don't believe in him, how can he believe in himself?
I do believe in him.
And that's where you're going to yank him back here like a stray puppy.
Look, sweetheart, I don't know how this silly mess started in the first place, but I'm not going to stand here arguing with you while our boy is out on the street at night. It's dangerous. Something could happen to him.
Why don't we go down there and keep an eye on him?
Huh?
But see that everything's all right and not interfere unless it's absolutely necessary.
You mean watch him without him knowing it?
That's right.
Good idea. Yeah, I like that. Anyway, we'll go.
Okay.
You're a pretty clever kid. I always knew you were a good mother, but I never knew you had brains enough to be a good father.
Thanks to he.
What, eh?
Can I go with you?
No, darling. You stay here and help Louise in the kitchen.
Yeah, there are enough ragamuffins in that jungle.
Is Rusty gonna be eaten by a ragamuffin?
Oh, go on. Give me...
Sir?
Not bad. How much, kid?
Whatever your conscience tells you, sir. In case your conscience isn't telling you anything, it's 15 cents.
Water, keep the change.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, you!
Who, me?
Yeah, you. What's the idea of butting into my street?
Who says it's your street?
This says it's my street.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, this says the street belongs to everybody.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You think you're pretty tough, don't you?
I think I'm pretty tough.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't got time to mess with you. Green kid like you ain't gonna get no place in this racket anyhow.
Is that so?
Yeah, that's so.
I've made $1.62 already.
$1.62? You call that good? I made $2.50.
Well, I'm new at the business.
Yeah, I can see that by that fancy polish you're using there.
Well, my father uses it. It's all I could find around the house.
Where does he work? One of them fancy barber shops?
No. He works in a nightclub.
Oh, yeah, gentleman's lounge. What I wouldn't give for one of them spots. Indoor work. You never have to worry about the weather and plenty of big tippers. This rotten job would almost be a pleasure.
Don't you like shining shoes?
Oh, I hate it. But it's a quick way to get my hands on a couple of bucks while I'm getting through school.
Can't you get by on your allowance?
Allowance?
Doesn't your father give you an allowance?
Wow, that's a beaut. If I ever bump into my old man, I'll tell him he's falling behind in his payments.
You ever bump into him?
That's right, I ain't seen him in years. One day, he just took a powder.
Gee, that's tough. No wonder you have to work. Otherwise, you wouldn't have any money for movies and ice cream cones and stuff.
Movies and ice cream cones? What's the matter with you, kid? You got rocks in your head or something? My lady blow a stack if she ever caught me spending dough for stuff like that.
Huh?
Look, there's 6 kids in our family. My brother and me got to bring in the dough for the groceries. Allowance, wow. Wait till I tell that one to my brother.
Wait.
Yeah?
You bring all your money home?
If I don't, I better not show up.
You use it all on groceries?
That's right.
Wait a minute.
Now, what do you want?
Here. Take this. You need it more than I do.
What's that?
The $1.62 I've earned.
What are you giving it to me for?
Well, it's rightfully yours. Like you said, this is your street, and I had no right to cut in.
Hey, you know something? I was right. You do have rocks in your head. Well, I ain't gonna argue with you. Gee.
I guess I'm just gonna have to find some other way to make him admit it.
What are you talking about?
Skip it.
You know something? You're a weirdo. Look, I'm gonna tip you off on a real hot spot. Right in front of the barber shop. There's a little hole in the sidewalk, and I keep it full of muddy water. That way you get a lot of extra business.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Who said it? If you stick around with me, I'll give you some good ideas. Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like our little baby is quite a man.
Yes, we know it. But how are we going to let him know that we know it?
I don't know. Ross! Ross!
Hey, Daddy, what are you doing down here?
Looking for you. Come here. Hurry up. Can't let him know we were eavesdropping.
No.
Come on, boy. Where you been?
Yes, honey, we've been looking all over for you.
What for?
Well, I had something I wanted to tell you, son, and I just couldn't wait. Now, I know this is important to you, so... Well, I gotta admit that I think you're a real man.
But, Daddy, just the other day you said you wouldn't admit I was a man unless I proved it by earning some money and bringing it home.
But you've been shining shoes, haven't you?
Yeah, but I don't have any money to bring home.
Well, why not?
Oh, I don't know. People these days just don't seem to want to have their shoes shined. I think we're raising a group of very sloppy adults.
Well, Russ, you know, there are a lot of ways a fella can prove he's a man besides bringing money home.
There are?
Yeah, son. And you certainly proved without a doubt that you're a man, and I'm real proud of you.
In other words, you're admitting that I'm not a baby?
That's exactly what I'm admitting.
Thanks, Daddy.
You know how to use that thing?
Yeah, I know how to use it.
Well, let me see how good you are. Put my shoes are once over here.
But, Daddy, they look like they've just been...
Well, touch them up a little bit. I don't mean one of those sloppy adults you were talking about.
Okay.
All right, get going. Don't rub all the leather off from you. That's enough on that one. I'll get this one over here. That's fine. There you are. That'll be fine. Thank you very much, my boy. Here you are. That's for you. Thanks for the shower.
$1.62. Right on the nose.
What?
Hey, Daddy, what are you giving me $1.62 just for that for?
Well,
Your father's a heavy tipper, dear.
Hey, Daddy, there's something on my mind I have to straighten out.
Well, son, I didn't think you wanted to talk about it, but go ahead.
You say I earned this money, right?
You certainly did earn it.
In that case, you owe me another $1.62. Look, folks, $2 whole dollars.
Huh?
And this time I didn't give any of it away.
Where'd you get the loot?
My business selling flowers.
Oh, business must be good.
It is. I buy them for 20 cents a bunch and sell them for 35.
No kidding. And you took in $2 already?
Yeah. It's all in salesmanship. When you're a cute, adorable child, people just can't resist.
I sold another bunch, Rusty.
Thanks, kid.
So this is the cute, adorable child people can't resist.
Ross, you mean to tell me you've been letting your little sister do all the work?
Well, you know how it is in business. There's labor and management, so I pick management. Come on, labor. I got